Like, we don't need that. Nobody needs that. Shout out, what's up, YouTube? We're live on YouTube as well as we're live on TikTok right now. Doing a little double screen thing right here. Watching the Giants and Patriots on Monday Night Football. It's crazy to me. It fucking pisses me off so much. The fact that the Patriots completely lapped the Jets on this whole rebuild. I'm sick. I'm sick to my stomach watching the Patriots play good football again while the Jets can't seem to do anything right. What's the best angle here? Let's figure this out. Over here? Ah. Shit. That was bad. Ow. I just dropped that right on my foot. So that was not great. But it's all good. Alright, we're back. That was a little technical issue. Drake May, letting it go. Nope. He let that one fucking rip. The only bet I have in this game tonight is Jackson Dart 200 plus yards passing. That's it. The only thing I took. Other than that, I'm staying away from everything. There's really nothing I like that badly in this game. Beavis and Butthead would be better owners than the Johnsons. It basically, like, they're the same person. I need 12 points from Drake May in fantasy. I just need Hunter Henry to stay under 19. As long as that happens, I'm good this week. I'm trying to stay out of last place. Yeah. The Patriots offense is just running on all cylinders right now. Fucking sucks to see, man. I can't stand it. Hold on, I gotta do something real quick. I'll be back on TikTok in a second. But, dude, I mean, the Patriots having no trouble whatsoever. There we go. That'll do better. Oh! How the fuck did Drake May get away from that? Again, I need Hunter Henry to stay under I think it's 18 points. As long as he's under 18 points. MMA, what's up? Under 18 points from Hunter Henry tonight. 200 plus yards from Jackson Dart would help me betting wise. Fantasy wise, it'll keep me out of last place. It would take a miracle for me to finish in last place in my fantasy league at this point. But there is a possibility if Hunter Henry scores more than 18 points, the guy who is in last place right now would have a chance to get out of it by catching me. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants me to finish in last place. That's that. Botrix is here. Fuck yeah. Botrix finally fucking showing up, doing his job. I don't want to get undressed for a new person all over again. I have Jackson Dart 200 plus yards. I have Igor Demon 12 plus points. My big bet tonight, Devin Booker 30 plus points against the Lakers. You can take him for 40 too. Doesn't matter. He is scoring a ton of points tonight. I like him at 30 though. No. Anybody but Hunter Henry tonight. Anybody but Hunter Henry. For the love of fucking God. If I end up losing this week in fantasy football because Hunter Henry goes off, you might not see me here anymore. I might not ever talk football again. And I'm not saying, I didn't mean you might not see me here anymore for... You just won't hear me talk football ever again. This is my only shot to get in the playoffs is I need to win this week. I need to win next week. A lot of stuff needs to happen for me to get into my fantasy playoffs. Come on. If Hunter Henry gets in the end zone, dude. It's really fucking, it's so nauseating. I'm a Jet fan. Everybody knows that. Just watching the New England Patriots do what they do with a good young stud quarterback in Drake May. Like, the Patriots had a fucking stud in Tom Brady for 20 years. And what do? They find another one in Drake May right away. Meanwhile, the Jets can't get out of their own way. Get in. Ooh. Hot take, Stand by Eminem is the best song ever. It's a very good song. Stand by Eminem is a very good song in terms of just best songs ever. Probably in the conversation. It's got everything. I think the Jets win was good regardless of our pick order. You know, I don't agree with, like, I get what you're saying. Like, I think it's good for the morale of the team, but, like, dude, like, you look at what they did when they had to draft Zach Wilson when they beat the fucking Rams a couple years ago. Now Trevor Lawrence is just a solid NFL option. It's something that could come back to bite us. I hope it doesn't. As long as we get you want a quarterback. You want a guy that you want to be as high up in the draft as you can so you can pick. So you can pick whoever you want. All right. Well, 4th down. The Patriots do not score a touchdown. Pretty good song for Jet fans. It is. It actually pretty much encapsulates how I feel all the time. Is Stand by Eminem. For sure. And again, we can talk about whatever we want during the game. This is kind of just like a watch-along. Go Bears. Fishboy says go Bears. Bears, #1 in the NFC right now. I love the Bears coming into this year. I have the Bears in the future making the playoffs. I could just cash it out right now, but I'm not going to do that. I don't think the gap between Mendoza, Moore, and Simpson is that big for us to crash out, though. I think it is. I totally disagree with you there. I think it's Mendoza all the way up here. Simpson, Moore, a little bit lower. The only quarterback I really want is Fernando Mendoza. Lawrence is an average quarterback who gets paid like he's elite. I don't totally agree with that. I think Trevor Lawrence is a solid quarterback. He's a mainstay quarterback. He's brought the Jaguars to the playoffs before. He's going to bring them into the playoffs again this year. Come on, Giants, lock in. Listen, that was a big stop for them. Seahawks buns? I don't agree with that. Seahawks buns? I don't think that's the case. But again, we can talk about anything. Obviously, I love college football. I love college sports in general. I'm a big sports guy. I mean, I'm wearing my Mets sweatshirt, my fucking off-brand Mets shirt. I got it as a Christmas gift from one of my aunts. It is what it is. They're frauds? You think the Seahawks are frauds? I don't agree with you at all. I think the Seahawks are very good. But what do I know? I need fucking Igor Demon to start putting the fucking ball in the bucket. Let's see. I'm going to put that game on for a second. Frauds? Oop, that is not what I'm looking for. I am not looking to watch The Wonderful World of Disney. I'm trying to put the Brooklyn Nets on. Seahawks quarterback looks so familiar. I mean, listen, how many teams do you think have said, like, damn, I wish we would have just kept Sam Darnold around? The numbers say he's average. I don't know. Everything I've seen, every time I watch Trevor Lawrence, I feel like he's a solid quarterback. I would have loved to have him with the Jets. I think things would have been much different if Trevor Lawrence was here. I think the Jets probably would have made the playoffs once or twice. A couple really good rosters the Jets had, but I guess that probably would have changed. You wouldn't have had the draft picks you would have had if Trevor Lawrence was here. I get it. There's a lot of fucking butterfly effects there. Yeah, listen, I love Sam Darnold, man. Sam Darnold, it sucks seeing Sam Darnold. I mean, I like seeing Sam Darnold succeed. Hey, stop it. I love Trevor and Minnie. Dude, I think we all would. I would love Trevor Lawrence at the Jets. I'm already a Jets fan, but I don't think I could ever hate A-Rod. I'm totally with you. I don't think you're in the minority at all. I think Aaron Rodgers did everything he could for the Jets. The Jets completely failed him with a brutal roster, an awful offensive line. There was only so much he could do with that team. I think Aaron Rodgers worked his ass off here in New York. People don't like him because, he says a lot of things. It's all the political shit. Aaron Rodgers did everything he could for the Jets. I can't hate Aaron Rodgers. It wasn't his fault that everything failed. It was poor ownership, poor front office, a terrible head coach, an awful defense. There's so many things that I would point the finger at before I'd even look Aaron Rodgers' direction. All right, we're going to go back to Monday Night Football in a second. Igor Demon is not helping us at all. Get the fucking ball, Igor. Ooh, okay, hold on. Oh, I'm saying his name wrong. All right, he tried to get to the bucket. I respect it. Now, Rodgers was washed up 5 years ago. I don't agree with anything his name. 57, I felt like everything I saw, Rodgers did everything he could for the Jets. He played well. The numbers speak for themselves. It's just the Jets, Diego. I keep saying his name wrong. Diego. I am botching his name. Just make me some fucking money. All right, here we go. Jackson Dart out there with that fucking chain and a half. Wow, that's the same one I have. That's the fucking chain. That's my chain. Come on, Igor. But no, I'm with you on like everything I saw with Aaron Rodgers and his time with the Jets. It just like it never got off the ground. The Jets had an awful offensive line. Hello, Jackson Dart, more like have to fart. I like that. I like that one. Still need 200 yards passing from him. And that'll be about, what is that, like 11 right there? We'll take that. And we're already fucking fighting. Need him for 207 yards, though, I will say. I have him 200 plus. I saw, dude, all the books had it different. FanDuel had him like 207. I think it was like 207. DraftKings had him at 211. It was just all over the place. I was 8 in that Fitzmagic winning season, and I fell in love with the Jets, but ever since I'm depressed. Damn. Tough year to fall in love with the Jets. It all went downhill after that. The Fitzmagic year was probably the best one. If he didn't tear his Achilles, would anything have gone different? I mean, I think that 2023 Jets team was very good all around. I think they probably would have been a playoff team that year. I think the biggest thing that was holding them back was Zach Wilson, was poor quarterback play. Everything else about that team was great. The defense was elite. The wide receivers were solid. Come on, Jackson. Jeez. Oh, jeez. You got to get down, kid. Throw that ball away. Jackson Dart's got to throw that ball away. You can't take that hit. I don't like that at all. That's not good for anybody. But I think that Jets team in 2023 was probably the best roster the Jets have had in a while. Yeah, better quarterback probably helps things. The offensive line was miserable, though. That's a big thing. Here we go. 2nd and 15. There we go. Again, we have Jackson Dart 200-plus yards passing. That's a solo bet, too. I need fucking Demon over here to figure it out. Oof. But, dude, Fitzmagic was a wonderful time for the Jets. Here we go. 3rd down. I love that the Giants, I will say something about the New York Giants. You know, they're going to have an opening for a coach coming up. Obviously, a head coach position is open there. That's what I'm trying to say here. They have, if I'm an up-and-coming head coach, if I'm a guy who's going to get a job in the NFL, you know, there are a few jobs that are more intriguing to me than the New York Giants. Especially if they keep losing games. They're going to have a top 5 pick. Like, the New York Giants might be the most intriguing job coming up. Yeah, we'll take that 1 yard from fucking Jackson Dart. That's all right. Come on. And we need Demon to fucking... Come on, man. 2 for 6 from the floor. Are you watching the game? I have the game on. Yes. I have Jackson Dart 200-plus yards passing tonight. That's the only bet I have in the game. I'm watching the game. I am a New York Jet fan. We do a lot of talk about the New York Giants around here. Of course, it's the New York market. Oh, my God. Oh, and that's a punt return touchdown. Wow. That was quick. Damn. Hey, we got a Demon dunk, baby. We got 6 points from Igor Demon. Ryan, were the Commanders a one-hit wonder? I think so. Holy hell. 10. It's 9-0 Patriots right now. That's all right. That gets our boy Jackson Dart back on the field. More passing yards, baby. Ryan Fitz is literally my favorite quarterback of all time. Nobody played with more grit and tenacity at the position. I don't give a fuck. Dude, Ryan Fitzpatrick, one of the craziest things about him was he never fucking slid. He'd always dive head first, would get creamed, and kept doing it over and over again. I need Robinson to get me at least 10 fantasy points. I think you're going to get that. God damn. 94-yard punt return touchdown. That's all right. Get Jackson Dart back on the field. I respectfully disagree with the claim that the Jets struggled last season due to lack of talent on their roster. I believe lack of depth in the interior offensive line. That would translate to lack of talent. I think the defense was miserable. A lot of those guys on the defensive side. Chef Calnificent? How the hell do I say that? Chef Calnificence. Chef Calnificence. I could not read that because of these sunglasses. They're not fucking prescription sunglasses. I can't see shit. Thanks for the follow, though. But outside, they were solid. I think primarily the ownership and coaching problem. I think the coaching was brutal. Like, obviously, I think coaching was horrible last year for the Jets. I think Robert Saleh was one of the worst coaches in the NFL. You know, the interior offensive line sucked. The Jets never really gave Aaron Rodgers a lot of time. The defense sucked, too. A lot of these guys... a lot of these guys that were good the year before, guys like Quincy Williams, Sauce Gardner, fell off in a year. I think there's a lot of things you could point at. I don't think Aaron Rodgers was one of them. But anyway, that was quick. Is McDermott running out of excuses? Is Sean McDermott running out of excuses? I would say so, yeah. I think at some point, you got Josh Allen. You had a free ride through the division every single year. And for it to come to nothing, now the Patriots are good again. If I'm looking at it from a Buffalo Bills fan perspective, I'm getting real sick and tired of McDermott and the same shit over and over again, where the Bills are underperforming. You have a top 2, maybe top 3 quarterback in the NFL in Josh Allen. You got to do something with that. Bills fans have to be sick and tired. Also, don't look now. We got 6 points from Demon. We need 12 from him tonight. We are halfway there. I'm with you on Sean McDermott. I think he's completely running out of excuses. Now we need Jackson Dart to let the ball rip. Of course, we got Jackson Dart 200+ passing. The interior offensive line was top 5 in the league. I think you meant to say interior. That's what. No, sorry. I meant to say the interior defensive line. Yeah, they were getting run over. Like Quentin Williams was fine a year ago. Like the linebacking core was miserable. It's a mix of the linebackers a year ago. The secondary kind of fell off. And they had like a revolving door of safeties too. There was a lot of issues with the Jets defense. That was a big issue. And then Robert Saleh, of course, he was this big defense guy. Defense. Like, yeah, the defense sucked ass. That's why I hated Robert Saleh. They tried to blame everything on Aaron Rodgers and shit. The coaching sucked. The ownership is absolutely awful. All right, come on. Let's start airing the ball out here, Jackson. All right. Again, as long as Hunter Henry stays under 18 points in fantasy, Jackson Dart, 200+ passing yards, it's a great night. CJ Mosley getting injured was the straw that broke the camel's back on defense. Oh, yeah, that killed everything because it stopped, that was the same issue that happened, what was that, 2019? CJ Mosley a couple times has gotten injured and it completely ruined the Jets. Their run stopping was awful. They couldn't stop anything, really, at that point. But yeah, C.J. Mosley was a big loss at that point. It sucks for C.J. Mosley, too, because I really liked him. I love that he came to the Jets. He was a guy that was so good and deserved so much better. It's a real shame. Come on. What are the Bears drafting Mahomes? Who knows? Are you live streaming the game tonight? We're watching it, Bree. Oh, boy. And the Giants just all moved at the same time. I have it on in the background. We're just kind of having a chat during the game. Again, we got Jackson Dart, 200+. Same with Jermaine Johnson. Yeah, the Jermaine Johnson Achilles injury fucked the Jets, too. I'm not going to show the game because I've gotten a couple warnings from TikTok. I'm not fucking around with them. They've already banned me like 3 times on here. They couldn't stop a screen pass. Oh, dude, it was horrible. You're right. Like, the Jets, like, their defense in general was so undisciplined. Like, that's why I disliked Robert Saleh so much. Guy was a defensive guy. Their defense was awful. Did you give Shaq his hat back? No, I have it. I'm just not wearing it right now. There goes Dart. Oh! Yep, we're getting a full fight here. Holy shit. Dude, Jackson Dart just got fucking mauled. That was holy hell. You know, good on the Giants. Good on these players on the Giants for going at, like, you don't let that shit fly. Oh my god. No, that was a great play. Nothing wrong with that. He's trying to get a first down. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's a legal hit.
Legal, yeah, legal hit. There was nothing wrong with that. But the Giants did the right thing there. Good on Theo Johnson. Patriots still have bad blood. I'm sure I would imagine that has nothing to do with it. I love that. I love that move. You got to go after it. Like, you got to protect your young fucking quarterback in that situation. I'm all for it. Dude, Jackson Dart just got fucking lit up. Holy. Crazy. Crazy hit there. I mean, at this point, like, the quarterbacks are so protected. They're so overly protected anyway. You gotta start letting, like, these guys lay some fucking hits on them. They're football players. They're out on the fucking field. It's ridiculous. Right. All right. Here we go. 3rd and 6. All right, extra passing yards for Jackson Dart. That's the way I look at it. Maybe not. All right, maybe not.
Delivered the blow, and the Giants don't do anything with this possession, and the penalty really cost them. Mapu never even backpedals. He's just standing flat, waiting for the ball to come out, and then rally to the football, put a hit on Theo Johnson and jar it loose. So now Marcus Jones waits deep again.
Apparently, Penn State is in talks with BYU's coach. I saw that. There we go. That's better. I've seen that. I saw that whole talk. You know, that's a great hire. Obviously, to me, I've always said that BYU is one of the toughest jobs to have. I guess now with the NIL money, it's a little bit different, but it might affect their Big 12 championship performance. It would suck. It would absolutely suck for BYU if like their coach left right before they play the Big 12 championship. I'm big on I don't believe BYU should be punished. I don't think BYU should get punished for being, if they lose in the Big 12 title game. I think they should be in. But if they lose their coach, that's one of those things that people are going to be upset about. The committee is going to hold that against them. The committee wants to do everything they can to get teams like fucking Notre Dame. They want those teams in. That's just how the fucking whole system works. It's all corrupt. And BYU losing their coach, unless obviously they win the Big 12. Let's say they end up winning the Big 12, you can't keep them out. You cannot. That sucks. Very much. That's very shitty. And that's just the reality of what college football is nowadays. That's the problem. Is, with the way like the transfer portal and, National Signing Day and shit, these coaches are just like leveraging themselves to do whatever they want. And like with no regard for what they're leaving behind. It sucks. It is miserable. I hate it. It's bad for college football, but you can't blame these guys. You cannot blame the coaches that are taking all this money and leaving. Texas Tech more than likely should take care of them. Yeah, I mean, Texas Tech is a far better football team. Texas Tech is a good football team and a dangerous one that I think they kind of flew under the radar this year. They should take care. I agree with you. They should take care of BYU. But we shall see. Anything can happen. College football can be crazy sometimes. And especially if BYU loses their coach to Penn State right before the big game, that's never a good thing. It never really bodes well for a team losing their coach right before a game like that. Lane Kiffin is the equivalent to a deadbeat dad in this situation. I don't agree with that totally. I would say this is the way I look at it. This would be like you work at Wendy's and you make $20 an hour, and the McDonald's across town offers you $25 an hour to do the same job. You take it. You leave. You go and you work for McDonald's, and I think Lane Kiffin did the right thing here. I don't agree with it actually at all. I regret saying that. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, no. Listen, I get what you're saying. It's actually not a crazy thing. Is it almost certain that the committee is not going to have Miami over Notre Dame by the end? I hope not. Honestly, I don't think Miami belongs in the college football playoff. I think if they put Miami in, that would be such a sham. I think Vanderbilt's got a better resume than Miami. Notre Dame's got a better resume than Miami. I understand Miami beat Notre Dame head-to-head. Miami lost a home game to Louisville. You cannot put them in the college football playoff over teams like Vanderbilt, over a team like Notre Dame. And Notre Dame's resume isn't that impressive either. Like, I hate to say it. Like, Notre Dame, I think they could get screwed by Alabama winning the SEC and BYU winning the Big 12. Notre Dame, I'd be a little bit skittish, but they probably are going to get in. I just feel pissed for the players at Ole Miss who lost their fucking leader. Yeah, no, it sucks, man. And how about the people, the Ole Miss fans, dude? It sucks for them. All these people at Ole Miss that, it's a great season. They're going to be in the college football playoff, an incredibly talented roster in Ole Miss. A dangerous team come the college football playoff. And now Lane Kiffin just leaves, takes his staff with him, and really hangs Ole Miss out to dry. I would be miserable as an Ole Miss fan. I understand the hatred towards Lane Kiffin. It makes sense, but I get it from Lane Kiffin's perspective. You got to do what's best for you, man. And what's best for him is taking the job at LSU with more resources. It's a lot easier job to do the same job. The more money. There's a million different reasons why he took the job at LSU. I don't blame him one bit. If BYU and Alabama lose, could a team like Miami, Vandy, or even BYU themselves sneak in? I'm rooting for BYU in that spot because I think it's unfair to have a team play a conference championship and then punish them for it. I don't think Alabama is a playoff team right now, so it benefits them to win the conference championship. I think BYU right now should be a playoff team, and I think you shouldn't take it away from them. I think BYU could sneak in. I think Vandy's got a better resume than Miami. Notre Dame, I think, Notre Dame and Vandy, I think I would put in over Miami. That's just me personally. I think the second Miami lost to Louisville, obviously with SMU as well. Oh, don't get in the end zone. No. That would be so bad. There's just so many different things. The committee's got a lot of work to do. I mean, hopefully for them, if you're them, and you're, hold on, let me turn this down. I'm fucking yelling. Hopefully, if you're them, Bucks Edits, thanks for the follow. If you're the committee, if you're the college football playoff committee, you're hoping Georgia, you want this to be as easy as possible. I think the easiest thing would be BYU and Alabama winning, because you just put those two teams in. I don't think it's then you don't have to make any debates. Then there's no real debate on who should be in, who should be out. You're going to piss off a lot of people one way or another. You should do college football playoff rankings reaction stream on Sunday. I will. I am planning on doing that. And then we're going to break it down. I'm going to break down what I think went wrong. I'm going to break down what I think is going to happen. I think I'm going to predict it first, too. After Saturday, I'm going to make a whole video. I'm not going anywhere this weekend. I'll probably be here all day watching college football live. So be sure to hit that follow button on TikTok, all 5 people here. Sub to the YouTube channel. We're live everywhere. I do the same content everywhere. But I'll do a prediction, what I would do, seeding wise. Personally, I'm rooting for BYU to get in because I think it's bullshit if you make them play a conference championship and don't put them in. What are our thoughts on Virginia too? Is Virginia going to sneak their way in? It's a crazy. There's so many crazy things going on in college football. It's great though. Is the Big 12 championship game the most important game this week? I would say Big 12 and SEC are both pretty important here. Especially for the teams like Notre Dame, the Miamis, the Vanderbilts that are watching from the outside looking in. You do not want a team like Alabama stealing a bid into the college football playoff. Now, you could make the argument too. I said it with I did just say it with BYU. You can say it about Alabama, too. Yo, man, I'm speaking with only my money, but, dude, BYU better get in, and also Vandy definitely best get in. I'm with you on that 57. I think BYU, I don't think they should be punished for playing a Big 12 title game. Vanderbilt has a better resume than a lot of these. It's 17-0 New England right now, C. White. Vanderbilt has a very good resume. Alabama into the playoff. I'm so fucking sick of because of the name. If Alabama beats Georgia, you cannot keep them out of the college football playoff. If they don't, then I think 3 losses should pretty much keep you out of it. I don't think this is a situation where Alabama is being unfairly treated for playing an extra game because they're not a playoff team before then anyway. If Miami gets in, I'll be sick to my stomach because I feel like Miami completely does not deserve it. Notre Dame, I'm 50-50 on. I hate the whole thing of, like, what have you done for me lately? Because there's no point in playing the games early in the season. There's a lot of different things we can go at. There's a lot of different things we can talk about. I'm surprised the Panthers beat the Rams yesterday. The Panthers were 13.5-point dogs yesterday and beat the Rams outright. That is an unbelievable upset. Thanks, I'm at basketball practice. Fuck yeah. You playing? Anyway, no, I know you're coaching, but I'm just fucking around. What else? There's so many things. The college football playoff is just, it's such a great debate. It makes the air, it takes the air out of me. It's a great thing every single year. Robert Irwin won Dancing with the Stars last week. I saw that. A lot of people very upset that it wasn't Alex Earl. Yeah, no, I remember. I saw it. I saw a lot of my friends who were rooting for Alex Earl. I didn't care. Commanders should have won that game last night. They should have, is right. If Alabama doesn't win, there's no way they get in. Then again, Miami has no right being there, even though I think they might have one of the best rosters. No joke. I'm with you on that. I think overall, Miami's roster is unbelievable. Offensively, they can play with anybody. The problem is you lose to Louisville at home. Honestly, who is Vanderbilt's best win? It's either South Carolina on the road. They beat like 3 top 25 teams. Let's see. Let's take a look real quick. I'll give you... I was looking at it last night. I don't know it off the top of my head. They beat South Carolina on the road. They beat Missouri at home. They just went into Tennessee and dominated Tennessee on the road. That's 3 great wins there. As opposed to, like, you look at Notre Dame's resume. I don't know if Notre Dame has a better resume than that. Like, they beat, USC? They beat Navy? They beat Pitt? I don't think Pitt, Navy, and USC is more impressive than South Carolina, Missouri, Tennessee. But that's up to interpretation of the committee there. There is a lot to look at. There's a lot to digest. There's a lot to dissect when it comes to the college football playoff. And I can't wait to do it. I'm going to do it on Saturday night. We'll do it live. Maybe we'll make a video about it. If we can't get Mendoza in the draft this year as the Jets, I say we trade back and use one of our picks, Julian Sayin and Jeremiah Smith. I'm not big on Julian Sayin as a quarterback, as an NFL prospect. I think it's Mendoza or bust for me, but you got to draft a quarterback. You have to as the Jets. Vandy absolutely deserves it, but also Notre Dame probably gets in just because, it's the Fighting Irish. I agree. I think the brand of Notre Dame is going to get them in no matter what. I think Notre Dame has a better resume than Miami, though. USC is probably better than them. South Carolina went 3-9, and Tennessee has no wins over a team going bowling. USC is very whatever. Other than that, I'm not big on their resume. I don't think Vanderbilt's losses are that bad. Notre Dame's losses aren't bad either. I think they both should get in. I would take Notre Dame and Vanderbilt before I take Miami. That's what I think there. I think Miami's resume is miserable. I get it, they beat Notre Dame, but you cannot lose a home game to Louisville. That totally throws everything out the window in my book. It totally takes the piss out of them beating Notre Dame. Not to mention they lost to a not-so-great SMU team. But you're right about South Carolina. They were good at the time of the win. It really isn't that big of a deal now. Also lost to SMU. Yeah, SMU and Louisville. Those are 2 bad losses in a miserable ACC. Miami does not belong anywhere near the college football playoff. I had a guy last night on the stream telling me Texas belongs in. You know what he said to me? I was crying because he goes, all right, tell me why Texas shouldn't be in and don't say because they lost to Florida. I'm like, all right, so like, what do you want me to tell you? Like that's exactly why they shouldn't be in the college football playoff. They lost 3 games, one of them to a terrible Florida team. I think you gotta have, like, I know people say, like, the wins are more important. I heard somebody say that. Bad losses outweigh head-to-head. 100%. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, no. And not to mention, Notre Dame went on the road to Miami. It'd be much different if that game was played in South Bend. It'd be a better argument for Miami, but it's not. That's not what happened. It was in Miami. The head-to-head goes out the window when Miami loses a home game to Louisville. Crazy. Will the Mets win a World Series next season before baseball is canceled forever? I fucking hope so. Louisville actually was halfway impressive when it mattered this year, but also fuck that. You lose to SMU, get the fuck out. Yeah, exactly. The combination of SMU and Louisville, again, I'm shitting on Louisville a little bit. They weren't terrible this year, but you can't lose to Louisville at home and then be in the college football playoff. If you read the actual criteria the committee uses, Texas may very well be selected. I'm so ready for Texas to end up in the college football playoff. If they get in over a team like Alabama, that's fucking ridiculous. I don't think Texas should even be in the conversation, but they're going to be. They have 3 top 10 wins, which is very impressive. Like, the wins they have are very good. But they lost to Florida on the road. They beat Florida, they get themselves in the SEC title game, or they just have 2 losses. They're probably a shoo-in. It's not all merit-based. Listen, when it comes to the committee is the most fucking corrupt shit of all time anyway. They're going to do it. They're in bed with ESPN. They're getting their pockets lined by ESPN to have the best ratings possible. It's never been. It's the reason. Like Ohio State, the year they won the national championship, I thought TCU should have got in over them. If Texas gets in, I'll puke. You might as well just shit on the whole system if Texas is in the college football playoff. It would be absolutely absurd. I don't even go as far. I don't know if Miami. I think Texas. I'll say I think Texas has a little bit better resume than Miami even does. I wouldn't even go that far. But neither one should be in the college football playoff. Michael Wolf, what's up, man? We're talking college football playoff. We're breaking it down. Saturday night, after the dust settles, I'll do a full fucking breakdown. We'll do a full stream. I'll do a full video. I can't wait. I'm so fucking fired up. I love college football. I love college everything. I love sports, man. Flay, where's Rutgers? Rutgers is probably not in the conversation to make the college football playoff. It's a shame. The first game of the year, you kind of felt like, hey, maybe we have a shot coming in. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Not this year for Rutgers. Probably not next year. And more than likely not the year after either. And the year after that, I'm still going to say no. It sucks. Not looking good for the Scarlet Knights anytime soon. The committee says in their criteria they evaluate the talent of each roster subjectively as a component. Which is so stupid because then it just turns into an opinion-based system. It's a terrible system that the committee uses. Which teams will give the highest views? Exactly. It's a terrible system. It's an awful system. It's just like bending over to ESPN and helping ESPN get the best ratings possible. It's fucking awful. The committee's so flawed. They got to fix everything. It's all about lining the pockets. Mets, Islanders, Rutgers, St. John's, LOL. You must love the playoffs. Don't get me started on the Jets. What do you mean LOL is St. John's? St. John's sucks ass this year. St. John's is awful. I thought Miami was the best team in the nation early September, but nope, ain't no way. I think talent-wise, they probably have the most, on paper, talented roster. But did not put it together this year by any means. Losing in the round of 32, that was horrible. I mean, when you saw the bracket last year, though, Tristan, you looked at where they were. You saw the teams around them. I didn't want to see Arkansas at all. I thought Arkansas was a terrible matchup for them, and I was right. Arkansas beat them up. Arkansas was a better basketball team. Does ESPN have a stranglehold over college football? They do in the college football playoff. Honestly, man, don't you dare sleep on the Hoosiers, not just the basketball school. I wouldn't just say not just the basketball school. I'd say they're a football school now. I think the Indiana Hoosiers are a football school now. People are talking. But I wouldn't even say just a basketball school. They're not even a basketball school anymore. I think you can't punish Indiana or Ohio State. I think they both deserve byes, no matter what happens this week. People were complaining that College Game Day didn't go to the Big Ten title game. It makes perfect sense because the Big Ten championship really all it is to see who's going to get the number 1 seed. Other than that, there's really not a lot. A couple years ago, it might have been a big deal. Now, I don't think it is. It's just really for bragging rights in the Big Ten. They have arguably 2 top 10 draft picks, and Carson Beck and one of the best coaches in college, so I thought so too. Yeah, oh, absolutely. No, listen. Darius Slayton, touchdown, Giants. Love the G. You talking about the Giants? 30-yard touchdown. We are looking good on this Jackson Dart prop. And by the way, Demon has 9 points. We need him to get to 12. Oh, hoodie. Go Mets. Let's go Mets, baby. Listen, it's one of those off-brand hoodies. My aunt bought it for me for Christmas last year. Old, like, I'm just shitting on my aunt right now. You know how they buy stuff like on Amazon and stuff? It's not like an official Mets thing, but it's pretty cool. I like it, and it works. I appreciate that, though. Haley Scotty. I couldn't see the name. These sunglasses really don't help me read at all. It's bad enough I can't read to begin with. Adding sunglasses to the mix just makes it 10 times worse. Also, I left my fucking Pit Vipers in Virginia, so my mom is shipping them up. I was like, Mom, I'll just buy another pair, but she wants to ship them up because my sister left a couple things down there too. So, I am in shambles right now. That's why I'm wearing these Ray-Ban-like sunglasses. They're not actually Ray-Bans, but it is what it is. There's a lot to talk about with college football. It's electric. It's 17-7 Patriots, by the way. We have Jackson Dart, 200-plus yards passing. I only put $40 on it, but it was a 30% profit boost. So I forget exactly what the math is there. Nobody asked me because I'm not a math major here.
That's the reality.
Where's he at? Jackson Dart's only at 49 bet. There's no way. What? Am I losing it? I felt like Jackson Dart threw for way more yards than 49. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's not going to get there. Let's take a peek around the NBA real quick. If anybody's saying anything to me, I'm not seeing it. Ohio State will win the ship. It's how it is. I think Ohio State's probably going to win it all. I think Indiana's very good too. Both those teams, either one of those teams can win the whole thing. All around me are familiar faces. Wow.
I feel more balanced, more prepared, and ready to get back out there tomorrow.
Ooh, thank God I didn't do that. Okay. So we're paying attention. Nets, Hornets, there's a bunch of shit on tonight. But yeah, listen, Ohio State has a really good roster. I think the college football playoff's pretty wide open. It sucks for a team like Ole Miss that, I feel like they might have had a legitimate shot if Lane Kiffin just didn't fucking leave on them. I'll almost put my house on it, LMFAO, but also Knicks are playing basketball sometimes. Cue the music. I'm not queuing it up right now. The Knicks have been, so hot and cold. Or I'll just fucking cue it up. Now, I got my phone streaming on TikTok, so I'm not going to queue it up right now. But, of course, there's going to be nights where I'm watching the Knicks nowadays. I'm going to be here live pretty much every night watching a game, just doing sports talk while we watch a nationally televised game. This is what I like to do. I love that we're talking college football around here. College football is my favorite. College basketball is also my favorite. I have 2 favorites. I love the NFL too. I love everything. Sports-wise, we can talk about anything. You guys actually want to hear something crazy? So, totally off topic in the sports world. But I don't know if I ever told this story. But 57, I think you'll like this. I feel like this is something you'll enjoy. So, the U.S. women's national soccer team, right? They're playing a friendly tonight. They're playing Italy. Crazy story. A couple years ago in Fire Island, New York, Long Island, I hooked up with the backup goalie for the U.S. women's national team. So it's all coming to fruition. It's all coming full circle. It's a crazy night. She told me she called Carly Lloyd. She played for the Gotham, whatever the Gotham FC team is. And she called Carly Lloyd for me. I was like, I want to talk to Carly Lloyd. I don't believe you. So she called her. She answered the phone. Crazy story. Just a, you know, I'm hoping she makes the roster because then I can tell people during the World Cup.
Stepping up, hitting Hunter Henry. The play action here, which he has been so effective
Anyway,
here.
that's that.
Mixing it up along with the shotgun.
For the men's team. No, not for the men's team.
Get the ball down the field.
No, that's not what happened.
Accuracy has been what has impressed me the most. He's found 5
All right.
receivers. Here's
I'm going to hop off TikTok for a little bit.
so that's
We're going to focus on the YouTube stream.
as Abdul Carter has entered the game.
Because also I got to look at fantasy. I love me some Ryan Day. Ryan Day is unbelievable. Ryan Day is one of the best coaches in potentially college football history. Like, I don't think that's crazy to say right now. That Ryan Day, like, it's unbelievable. Like, Ohio State's always in the picture. He took over that program and has just run with it. What was his name? What do you mean, his name? Her name. Oh, that's my stream. Her name. She's one of the 3 goalies. I don't like name dropping people.
I'm asked a lot, Joe, as to what characteristics are you looking for? Is it arm? Is it mobility?
It's a crazy story.
Accuracy
McGlynn.
is the most.
It was a wild night. Honestly, I don't even think I would have done it if she didn't tell me she was a professional soccer player. Like, we were talking, and the next thing you know, she's like, "Oh, I play for the Gotham. I play for Gotham FC." I'm like, "That's fucking sick." She's like, "Yeah, I know Carly Lloyd and all this shit." I'm like, "Oh my god." You know, I'm a sucker for that. I'm easy.
Exceptional, really since around week 6.
That was like 2021, I think.
Really effective throwing.
I don't remember. I forget what year it was.
Well, it's been fun to watch his progression happen. Mike Vrabel, he's got his quarterback, and we get our first live look at Drake May.
Drake May.
Fun to watch him over the past
Hold on.
year and a half
Let's see.
now just grow in this league. And yeah, you talk to him, you see all the stuff that everybody else says. The ability. He's only 23 years old, but they've told him, don't take
So you scored on her one time? Well, listen,
you're the leader now. Well, that's what Mike Vrabel talked to him about, and you have to be. It doesn't matter how young you are when you're in the huddle and trying to lead these guys. You've got to take charge, and he's been able to do that certainly this year, and I think he did a good job of it last year.
What is happening?
Down and one.
No. Yeah, listen, it was one of those situations. It worked out.
And that's going to bring up
She was cool as hell, too.
checks in. First time in the ball game during that series, and he forces a 4th down with that stop on 3rd and 1. Well, these are some of the plays that he's capable of making, and you get some of that inside push, and then he's able to come off of the block and then make the play on Drake May. The one thing when you do watch May
Wow.
this year, he is very quick to try
There's a lot of put the balls in her net. I'd say something like that. I'd let you use your imagination there.
shanked by the punter, Bryce Behringer.
That's actually so lit. Yeah, dude. No, she was nice. She was really cool. Obviously we didn't end up dating after that, but it happens. It was really, dude. She had me the second she was like, "I know Carly Lloyd." I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, dude!" Like, I'm like, that's the only thing you had to tell me. Called her mid like while we were hanging out. It was the coolest shit ever.
Oh, there it is. 2014, the NFL season kicks off with Thursday Night Football starting at 8:15 p.m. Eastern on Prime.
Oh man, Chili's or
Hey. We need a bigger bathroom.
Jane Campbell. No, there's three goalies. I think you've named 2 of them that it's not.
We need a bigger house.
The big moments in your life are a big deal to us too. Four Leaf Federal Credit Union. Let's money together.
Without the work of New York City's agencies, your city would look like this. But because your agencies deliver for you, a record number of new homes have been created. Streets are safer with Prime Down citywide. And there's a brand new universal after-school program for our kids. That's how city agencies are
Oh, man. Why aren't there any regulars here? I don't know.
place for
Soccer players legit have the best ride stamina. I mean, she's a goalie. I don't know if it's the same. I don't know if that works. I don't think they get like bagged or anything. I don't think they run like. Dude, you've named like 9 goalies. I don't think it's none of them are her. I think it's Hold on, wait. Fucking A. Hold on. It's I'll tell you that she plays for the Utah Royals now. I know that. I've kept up with her career.
Nonetheless, just joining this meeting, also note that Yegor does have 4 fouls. Michael Borg Jr. 3.
Oh no. Igor has fucking 4 fouls. This is not good. I need 3 more points from him.
You know there's going to be swings and momentum swings within this game, but with the rhythm,
Not ideal. We're just not going to look because we don't need that toxicity.
It's up there. It's up there. Well, that'll be an interesting sequence to keep track of. I mean, it was 3rd and 1, and they drop back to pass. He's unable to get it. And now with the Shanks setting up the Giants with outstanding field position.
All right, here we go. We need some more passing yards from Jackson Dart. Let's figure it out.
Trying to get their own 44. Singletary in the backfield. 5-string carries.
Yeah, there you go, MMA. You got it. That's her.
Some blocks on the edge.
She was a goalkeeper on your whole wiener. Yeah,
Stopped by Craig
you could call it that.
rookie safety after a gain of 4.
Listen, I'm not going to, like...
Because it was a run pass off.
She's not, like...
He saw
You know...
they brought it.
She's no, like,
See, they come here.
she's no, like, Alex Morgan by any means. But like I said, the second she told me that, I was like,
One guy to beat. They don't quite
you got me. You got me at hello.
The free defender also was able to make a
It's just there's no way. What am I gonna say? Like, I'm not gonna like. You call Carly Lloyd in front of me. You might as well. You just gave me my whole childhood.
Woodson made that stop.
Yeah, that's her.
3rd down and a couple tonight. First 2 drives do good.
Nice as hell, girl too. She was chill as fuck. She's hanging out with us. Like I said, once she called Carly Lloyd, she might as well have just like my clothes must just basically slid off.
Team trying to convert a 3rd and 2.
And she's like a very like she's tall, very like okay looking girl. Like nothing against her.
They run it and they get it. Singletary again.
I used to have her phone number, but I got a new phone.
Line
I was actually looking for that the other day. I was gonna text her good luck. Like, just fucking throw it there.
pretty well in 2025. I agree. They have not had a defensive line for several years. It has been a lot better.
Isn't Fire Ireland for gays? No.
On 3rd and
There's one section of Fire Island that is incredibly gay. But for the most part, Fire Island's like very open. Like,
who gets another first down.
like she's in better shape than you and I. Oh, big time, dude. So Fire Island is
Greg Van Roten, he helps kind of lead the way. And
there's like a town. There's one section of Fire Island called Cherry Grove that is basically like the West Village of New York, where it's like everything's like every bar there is for the most part gay. Nothing wrong with it. But the really like poppin' section of Fire Island is called
playing the best football of his career.
Ocean Beach. That's so legit though. LOL. I've been with one soccer player and she's currently my girlfriend. Was a killer in high school, but I've actually I've had a couple soccer players that I hooked up with. It's there's one I hooked up with for a while.
It up now with Christian Barnes.
It's kind of crazy,
That defensive front,
but good for you, man. 57. That's awesome.
that's a pretty good group, especially as pass rushers. They can get up the field and they can get after you. And then you've got the edge rushers. And
Oh no, I've always been into like the athletes. I've always thought that way, but
benefited from some of those inside pressures that defensive line has created. They're without Kyrus Tonga tonight, and it's the 2nd game miss for Milton Williams, who's on IR.
oh,
To Singletary.
are they calling an eligible man downfield?
Gonzalez on the stop. I think you can pick a guy, Joe, as to who was downfield. I think that's
Yeah, everybody was downfield.
what the flag was. Yeah, he had Dart scrambling around and eventually threw it to Singletary.
Eligible man downfield. Offense number 76.
Yeah, that's brutal. There's nothing they can do about that.
They chose John Runyon. John Runyon, yeah. I wonder what his dad thinks about his son. They could have picked anybody, but he's the left guard, 76. Hard to draw a circle that small. I wonder what old Pops
Damn.
Runyon thinks about his son playing for the
That's fucked up.
battles he used to have with the Lions Strahan. Second down and 50.
Fucking, dude, everybody hear that? Fucking Troy Aikman just called fucking Runyon fat.
Gets hit by Gonzalez.
Hell yeah, long hair, don't care. More like strong legs won't bet. Hey, listen,
Forward progress, it'll be a gain of 5.
there's a term for soccer players. The soccer legs. There's something about it.
He's a heck of a
Fucking gets me every time.
missed the first couple of games, and he's come back. And this secondary, I really like, and he can get after some people.
Those girls, they fucking
Entire way comes up.
run around. They're in the best shape. But guys, I mean anybody who plays soccer is in like the best shape ever. I used to play soccer. We used to do it like every Saturday. There's just like a group of us in my town who we'd play sports like it was like we weren't really like friends, but it was just like you showed up at a field. You'd show up at a field on a Saturday and we'd play. And soccer was a game we always played just to be in shape. Dick dies, switch sides, baby. Hey,
Was defending, and Johnson could not make the
damn.
He had a couple steps on him, and still looked like he might have had a chance. Dart's a little
Have you been bitten by a tick on Fire Island? No,
gave the pressure
I have not been bitten by a tick on Fire Island.
in the pocket.
Very specific question.
Johnson gets up the field here. It looked like a ball that he might have been able. Yep, sure enough, it didn't look like Hawkins got a hand.
I would say if you ever come to the Long Island area, if you ever make a trip to Long Island, there's two great beach town. Whoa, what the hell just happened? Wow, young Ho Koo just fucking. The hell was that?
Looked like he just stubbed his foot right into the turf.
He literally just kicked the ground. The fuck was that?
Been that kind of year. There it is. Whoops.
That was.
I guess that goes down as a miss.
What the hell was that?
Gillen then got pounded. Patriots ball up 10.
That was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Huh.
To all the small fries and the funky chickens. To the dancers.
The fuck is young Hoku just fucking kicked the ground.
Whatever this guy's doing.
What are you wearing?
Those who can't look away, or just can't. No matter how you game day, Chick-fil-A nuggets are there for the win. Get your 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets and start celebrating today.
There's something you're hiding, Della. It is time.
This world goes much deeper than you imagine. The day is come.
Avatar, Fire and Dash, PG-13. Get tickets now. Emmett Smith is a legendary football and dancing star.
Have your friends ever been bitten by ticks there? No. No, I don't know if the tick issue is really that big.
His last insurance company wasn't doing it for him.
There's ticks. The thing about Long Island is there's ticks everywhere. It's not even just Fire Island. But if you ever come to Long Island, if you ever come to New York, that's the main reason why I'm afraid to go there. There's really not. The ticks aren't that bad. As long as you stay out of the fucking woods, there's no ticks. Everything's like on a boardwalk. There's really you're not gonna get ticks. It's not gonna happen. But if you come to Long Island, the two towns you have to go to, Fire Island's cool, but you do that for a day. Long Beach is one of the coolest fucking areas on Long Island. Like, it's right outside the city. It's probably like a 15-minute train ride. If you stay in the city, take a train out to Long Beach, but do it in the summer. A lot of good restaurants on Long Island, too.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Yikes.
The new Red Bull Winter Edition
Not ideal.
with the taste of Fuji apple ginger. Wings for your winter, with and without sugar.
This is as good as it gets in sports. We continue with 6:22 left in the first half here at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. 10-point lead for the Patriots, who get the ball after what goes down officially as a sack. I said a miss, but it's not a miss because he never touched the football. Still perfect.
That's crazy.
Here's a handoff to Henderson.
Where do they keep the gay men on Long Island? I would like to visit them. That's a good question. I have no idea. They're all over the place. I would say the most probably. I would say probably the most. The area where the most of them are is probably Cherry Grove on Fire Island. There's really not like a community or anything like. No specific area. But ooh.
And he's got back-to-back runs and back-to-back first downs. So Debo forced him out.
Well, Travion Henderson,
Come on, Degor.
obviously he's a rookie, and he's done a lot of good things. He gives them some real big play ability, and as I mentioned earlier, Ramondre Stevenson, he missed some.
Hey, Willis Savage is back. Let's go.
And that's really when Henderson had to carry the load, and they saw a lot of that.
How we doing, my man? We're watching Monday Night Football.
Big games, too. He had a 69-yard run.
I can feel it in the night, oh Lord. We had a nice little discussion on the college football playoff before. I want to find a gay guy to date who is not annoyingly liberal.
Well, they're going to need to come up with stop and tighten up a little bit because,
I'm not really sure what to add to that.
really all that
Best of luck.
this year, but
I think you can like put that in dating apps, can't you? We are talking gay and football. I mean, you could put that in like the dating apps. You could be like, I think you could put your affiliation, right? I'm going good with myself. Good. Well, that's good. I love that. Fuck's sake.
Out to his left. Flag on the play as the catch is made by Booty.
Me, I'm chilling, man. I'm doing great. I'm trying to get back into this content shit. I'm starting to talk more like sports, football, all that stuff. I'm getting back into, the sports world. Like, it's just I'm passionate about it, and I'm enjoying it again. I've always had the problem with, like, when I'm doing content, is I've always tried to make the content, like, work. I'm not making it work for me. I'm trying to make myself work for the content, which, like, you're never going to fucking enjoy it. So, like, I started going into sports talk. Like, I started going more into, like, that stuff, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it, man. If you're going to do something, do it the way you want to do it, no matter what. It's a good life lesson. But we can still talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Like, MMA is talking about, like, how he wants to find a boyfriend, and, like, we can talk about that. I don't give a shit. I'm watching Monday Night Football.
A lot of that yardage back as Booty makes the catch. Debo makes the stop, and they get the 10 yards plus 3, a 13-yard gain.
yeah, I mentioned Kayshon Boutte earlier.
But, guys, so I'm going to stop the live for now. I'm going to come back at halftime. After halftime, I got a couple things I got to do. I will see you guys later. Wait, I've been waiting for... I saw you were... Wait, hold on. Well, I'll stick around for a little bit for you. Hold on. Well, now that you're here, I'll stick around. We'll talk for a little bit. I'm not going to leave. Not going to leave. I forgot Will's here. I keep telling you, get into UFC gambling. Dude, I can't do it. I just don't know enough about the UFC. Well, I'll stick around for you. I'm not going anywhere. Been a while. And I'll be live later, too. I'm going to be live, like... Wow. Holy, what a throw. What am I, chopped liver? Well, MMA, we've been talking. Will just got here. I love talking to you, too. Will just pulled up. He's like, I've been waiting for a stream. How am I going to fucking end the stream when he's like, I've been waiting for you to get here? MMA, we've been talking. I enjoy your company just as much. What a fucking throw. What a throw.
That has made a lot of contributions to this offense this year.
Ooh. I don't think that's a catch. Hold on. Survivor Series is the world's worst. Oh, we got... Dude, WWE is absolutely awful right now, Will. I can't even watch it. I've completely soured on the World Wrestling Entertainment as a whole. It's miserable.
And after that
Why would you enjoy my company, though? I'm annoying as fuck. That works for me. It keeps me going. Flay's Days, forget what day it is. Hanging. Oh, dude. John Smithy, what's up, man? How are we? Long time no see, man. Dude, you always have the best fucking ideas. I need to, like, you need to be my PR guy someday. If we ever get to that stage. We gotta get there first.
Get ready for a yellow Christmas.
The hero's journey starts with one wish.
Ugh. Yeah, listen, guys. We'll talk later. I'm gonna come back on after. I'm gonna hop right back on. I'm gonna hop right back on after halftime. I just got a couple things I got to do around the house. I need to get these streams longer. It's a shitty situation. I'll be back, guys. Here's the thing. Saturday, I'm just gonna map out the week. Tomorrow we're gonna be live for Illinois UConn. We're gonna be live all week. I'm gonna be live every single night. Longer streams and stuff. Double tap the screen. Smithy, my man. I enjoy the hell out of your guys' company. Saturdays, I'm trying to stop myself from going out, where I'm going to start streaming longer on Friday nights. Saturdays, we're going to have streams in the morning. I just want to fucking stream and talk to you guys more often. I appreciate every single one of you. I'll be